Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, yesterday I did a story about the larger supermarkets and the British Retail Consortium being very worried about Reeves and her plans to introduce basically a tax surcharge on larger supermarkets. And then basically the line was that they would then pass that on to customers. That would increase the cost of food, which is already running around 5 to 6%, and this would push it up even more. This would result in two things. One, much more expensive food. And secondly, some people wouldn't be able to afford the food in those stores. They'd stop going to them. Those stores then wouldn't be able to be financially viable to stay open. They'd close, people thrown on the scrap heap, the stores have closed, and then you end up with food deserts, particularly in more impoverished areas. Great, isn't it? The Labour Party really punishing people for being poor. Great story. Well, today we've got a similar story, but this time it's not for the big supermarkets, it's from the little stores, the corner shops, the little convenience stores. In fact, the Association of Convenience Stores, they are warning that the plans to the initial plans that were to allow for increased business rates relief, look like they're going to be watered down or thrown away. And they're saying that this would actually harm their sector of the business. It could close maybe 60,000 shops and throw 150 to 200,000 people onto the dole. And again, these are shops that are usually found in more, shall we say, impoverished areas, creating yet again deserts. And it's 1 in 8 small high street business owners say they risk closure if changes aren't made. Now, what does Rachel Reeves do? Is every shop in Britain now under attack, big and small? Where are people going to get their food? Or will it just be that they receive government assigned food packages? Here's your food for the week. And it'll be like, during the war, and you'll get your 2 ounces of butter a week, your 2 slices of bacon a week, your 2 sausages a week, your 2 eggs a week, your half a pound of dried rice, etc. Little compo meals. And you go, yeah, well, there's a day's worth. And they go, no, that's a week's worth. Seems to be the way it's going. Of course, there'll be plenty of bug burgers in there. So at least you'll get your protein in the form of locusts and mealyworms, because that's the plan, isn't it? And it certainly seems to be an operation. Why else would you risk closing every shop in Britain? Who knows? Won't affect them, of course. No, sitting down there in London on their multi-huge salaries, they'll still be popping into the Harrods Food Hall, won't they? Just going to nip into Fortnum and Mason's for me biscuits at £25 a tin or whatever it is. But normal people, not a chance. The local Spar has gone. The little Asda's gone. The big Asda's going soon. Where's the nearest Tesco? I've heard they've got one in Leicester. Oh, that's only an 80-mile round trip. I know. And if we're lucky and get there early, they might have some food on the shelves. Honestly, it'd be like Soviet Russia, wouldn't it? You see a queue of people. What are you queuing for? I've heard they've got a tomato. I just want to look at it. And that seems to be the plan. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Hit subscribe. Definitely hit subscribe. And speak soon. Bye.